fill plug for the hydraulic fluid.
Fill plug for the hydraulic fluid. So it starts to overflow, and that's how you know it's full, or what?
Yeah.
Oh. It's pouring out now. All right. So that was a lot of hydraulic fluid you had to top off this morning. What happened yesterday?
Blew a line on the boom.
Blew a line on the boom. Yeah, I'll show a picture of that. How old is this tractor? Do we know?
70s.
70s. And then did your dad buy it new or was it used?
Used.
It was used. Do you know when he got it? What year?
No.
We're not sure. So we know that this was Joe's dad's tractor. So we've inherited this. So of course it needs some maintenance and work and stuff, but she still runs really well. You've seen her do a lot of work, but on occasion she springs a leak. Yesterday, Joe was going to start our project of installing a new water line for our sister Ivy, who lives across the way. But we were having trouble starting the tractor. Can you tell us what happened?
Had some sediment in the fuel tank that plugged the line, and it basically put an air bubble in the line, and diesels don't run with air bubbles, so I had to replace fuel filters, then bleed the air out.
And then she started right up, and it sounded so good after you changed the filters and all that. It ran so well. So we actually had about a 9 a.m. start time, but with the little setbacks we had here and there, we didn't actually start our project until 2 in the afternoon. Yeah. That's what we're gonna call it. I don't know, what do you call it? Technical difficulties. There you go. We had some technical difficulties. All right, so this is day 2 of installing the water line. Hopefully we won't have any more technical difficulties. And we'll just try and get as much as we can done today. Okay, say that again.
I was expecting this hose to go. Yeah, it's...
Oh yeah, you got a lot of really worn out lines that need to be replaced.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
When I call.
So while Joe is working on the tractor, preparing to start the day, I have my own project. So yesterday I started a sourdough. Listen, I was gifted a sourdough starter for my birthday, and it was ripe and it was beautiful. And I have been on a bread making spree. I made 2 of the most beautiful loaves this morning. I got them fresh out of the oven. So, you know, we'll start the diet tomorrow, right? Isn't that how that goes? Today, I'm going to be spray painting this lounge chair that we got from the Restore. It was a really good deal. I think we paid like $30 for it, but her finish is really kind of chalky. So I'm just going to paint it and put a nice coating on there so it's not so powdery and gross. It leaves like a residue on you. So while Joe's getting ready to start his project, which is installing the water line into the backyard, I'm going to do this real quick so it can have a chance to dry. Let me see if I can get you guys up close so you can see what I'm dealing with, because this is actually not covering as well as I thought it would. It could also be operator error because I don't know what I'm doing. But let me turn you around so you can see. So see how it's just like splotchy? It's powdery and oxidized. And you can tell what I've spray painted. So it's just not covering quite well. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. It might need a few coats. Let's find out. So that's how she's looking. I don't care about the drips. I just don't want the powdery oxidation on me. So I'm gonna need to put another coat on there, but I'm gonna let it dry in the sun. Spray painting is a lot harder than I thought. Half of it goes in the air. We'll see how it does after it dries. It looks okay. Joe is digging. Let's go watch Joe dig in the dark. So due to our technical difficulties, he was only able to dig out, of course, this area where we installed the actual water line, and then he backfilled the soil here. I know it's probably not the greatest view. And now he's carrying on digging into the backyard. So Joe is using the length of the boom, the hoe, to know how far back to go. It's about 10 feet at a time. 10, 12 feet possibly? I don't know. I'm really bad at eyeballing measurements. If anybody knows tractor stuff, you probably know better than me, but that's how he does it. Sailor, come over here. Come out of the way. Sailor, move. Come. That is going to squish you. Get over here. Gosh, slow as molasses. Slow as molasses. What you mean? Good job. He's hard at work. Sister Ivy's over there helping him out, guiding him. So I'm gonna go back to doing a second coat of paint on my chair.